Show why here. Likewise, Kostas Manolas, who is on Arsenal's radar right now. Feeling cold, but warm the hearts of Manchester City fans. David Silva starts too, and young striker Kelechi Iheanacho.
La Liga, on loan at Cordoba and Valencia. And young Manuel Garcia, just 17 years of age, the young Spaniard.
Raheem Sterling, not the best start. Australia home to plenty of Liverpool fans. Raheem Sterling was jeered when his face was on the screen in Melbourne when he was sat in the stands at the weekend, and I'd say there's a few Liverpool fans in here, and that was not his finest moment.
You can put that down to a little bit of jet lag, mate.
Joe, 18 years of age and made an impact on the tour last season, and Raheem Sterling is away here. Raheem Sterling, inevitable. He is centre stage again. The man who's looking to become a superstar with that Manchester City badge on his chest. His first step on what he hopes will be the road to greatness.
Well, he would have been slightly embarrassed by his first touch for his new club. There's nothing to be embarrassed about this. Good build-up for Manchester City. And Raheem Sterling, you can see him there, playing on the shoulder of the last defender, Romagnoli. Makes a real mess of defending, plays Raheem Sterling onside. When he's through on goal, you wonder if he's got the quality, the ability and the composure. So early in his Manchester City career, and he makes no mistake with a finish, a composed finish, quite a straightforward finish, but under the circumstances, with the pressure he's under, it's an excellent finish from
His ball forward, the run made by Totti, now Gervinho. That's Pjanic. It's a stunner. He always scores picture book goals. He scored one against Manchester United last summer, and he's just done it to Manchester City.
Just over 7 minutes played. Manchester City had the ball for 6 minutes. Roma probably 25-30 seconds. Totti starts it off with a running behind. Gervinho feeds Pjanic. Manchester City there probably saying, OK then, take an attempt at goal, but he lets fly. Plenty of movement on the ball. So much power from Pjanic. Let's see.
He scored against Manchester United last summer. Still another beauty. David Silva, Iheanacho trying to barge his way through.
Good start to the game for the 18-year-old Kelechi Iheanacho. And there again we see the spectacular finish from Miralem Pjanic. Not much chance for Uli Caballero in the Manchester City goal.
Turbe's done well to keep that ball in play. It's Torresidis. The block made by Zuccolini, doing what he is there to do, help out his back four. Silva this time. Sterling's made the run on the far side, seen by Silva, found by Silva. Raheem Sterling caught by Florenzi. Well, the referee says no.
Didn't think the first one was. Who says Florenzi beats an all ends up there. I think it's fair to say that should have been a penalty.
I think Marks.
Perhaps an indication of why Roma.
That's Florenzi. Well, Roma fancy the chances from distance.
I was just going to say why Roma are a team that don't score an awful amount of goals, but we've seen from distance with Pjanic. Now Florenzi. Does appear at the moment to be the best chance of scoring a goal. Another good attempt from Alessandro Florenzi this time. You see his technique, he's working really hard to get some swerve on it. Cuts across it with the outside with his right foot, just slightly. Caballero had to work really hard.
Here is Silva. Away from De Rossi. Looking for someone to pull it back to. Iheanacho. Wonderful again from David Silva. Couldn't go low. Went high with the chip. Iheanacho unable to generate the power to beat De Santis.
That's an excellent header from Iheanacho, because, as quite rightly said, Gary, it is just a chip from David Silva, who's desperately trying to seek out a teammate with a little bit of space. Iheanacho does really well to generate some power and falls De Santis at full length to make the save.
Gervinho, Totti's in the middle, Kompany got to it.
See there, he's using his intelligence. He's actually in an offside position, the build-up to that, knowing it gives him a yard or so ahead of.
Manolas looking to attack that. Iheanacho running into trouble. Here's Iturbe. Florenzi. Pjanic. Gervinho was in the middle. Again, last-ditch defending gets Manchester City off the hook.
A good little spell from Roma. I'm just going to make the point previously that apart from long-range efforts, they hadn't really tested the Manchester City defence, but the last couple of minutes, Totti denied, and then Gervinho denied there by Mangala. As Pjanic just fed it into the 6-yard box. Iturbe was waiting for the cutback for a tap-in.
De Rossi that time met it, but couldn't keep it down.
Another attempt from Roma. Plenty of Manchester City players there, back in position, but somehow De Rossi manages to find 2 or 3 yards of space. And probably should do better from that for Nainggolan, international player.
Here is Nainggolan. He's put down a good ball here to Liège.
Trying to deceive Joe Hart. Good build-up, Nainggolan driving into that Manchester City back four. Good, well-timed pass as well. Liège, I think, pretending to go towards the far post, just trying to whip it across. You can see him there. Doesn't look towards the near post.
There's Pjanic. Pjanic's delivery to Cole, and Joe Hart claims. Roma haven't been champions of Italy since 2001, and they've put themselves in trouble there. And that's Kelechi Iheanacho, and he makes no mistake. He's the great Manchester City hope. He's the one they expect to be scoring Premier League goals for years to come. And that was a clinical finish.
It was a clinical finish. It was a gift, though, from Roma. It really is poor play. It's Ashley Cole. That's the perfect pass for Iheanacho. The Roma defence are set up to try and keep possession. It's a really untidy piece of play from Ashley Cole. A player who should know better. Iheanacho in that situation should score and makes no mistake. Good composure, good height. As De Sanctis goes down low, Iheanacho gets the necessary height to get it over the goalkeeper.
As Yaya Touré ran the show against Melbourne at the weekend. It's Navas to generate the power. There's Lopez, spent last season on loan at Lille. Nasri, that's Navas and Lopez, and that's a good save. Great work from Manchester City, they opened up Roma. Falque, there's Pjanic. Liège.
See Luke give and go between Lopez and Nasri. Lopez does well, continues his run, drives into the box. Jesus Navas tries to find him at the near post, does exactly that. Good goalkeeping in the end from De Sanctis, who stood up and was able to deflect the chance.
Again, Lopez, they're enjoying themselves. Jesus Navas.
We've got 3 teenagers.
Pjanic with the free kick. Again, looking to try and get men free in the middle. Indonesia after this tournament. Navas, Yaya Touré, always capable of generating so much power with his instep. It's Liège who beats Joe Hart. It was perfect.
I think it's a goal that's deserved from Roma. Started off untidy in the second half. Would have looked the more threatening team. Manchester City have been holding on. Again, it's excellent technique from Adam Liège. Kolarov jumps, it just goes between the gap between him and Yaya Touré. There's no chance for Joe Hart once he goes over the wall with that type of power. The goalkeeper is not going to get there. Excellent strike, excellent technique from Roma and from Laic. After beating Real Madrid on penalties, we'll...
Nasri. Salah Nasri, he's seen the gap. Dealt with by Bogdan Lebon.
Space just opens up, a little gap, and fires it towards...
That usually means trouble. This is Navas. Navas, it was almost a perfect cross. And Unal beaten to it. It's Yaya Toure who couldn't apply the finishing touch.
He just glides through midfield, doesn't he? He changes pace and eventually found himself backing up the attack on the edge of the box. In all the circumstances you'd expect. Couldn't find the winning goal.
So we are going all the way in this match. We are going to penalties thanks to Laic's late free kick which beat Joe Hart. Mashed up in the penalty shootout, and it is Yaya Toure who makes no mistake. The feisty midfielder. Nainggolan comes out on top. Kolarov, well, he got the power, but he went too high. Advantage. Laic, audacious, cheeky, he comes out on top in round two and outwits Joe Hart. In front of Andrea Pirlo in this tournament, Everton Juventus. This is Jesus Navas, who strikes for Manchester City.
Team penalty from Navas.
By Panenka. Destro. Clinical so far again from Roma, just as we saw against Real Madrid. And Lebon is beaten. That was perfect, accurate. Joe Hart, oh, he almost did. Iago Falque just about got the better of him. For this. Joe Hart, bang! Maybe first on the list from now on as he looks towards his manager. Joe Hart scored. Can he stop one now? Doumbia, and Joe Hart does get to it. This time, the audacious penalty didn't come off from Roma. This now is James Horsfield. Not a really good penalty, accurate. Bogdan Lebon guessed the right way, couldn't get to it. Keita, Joe Hart did know! Joe Hart scores a penalty and then saves two. He's the hero as Manchester City win the penalty shootout and take the 2 points. Wonderful entertainment with the spot kicks. Joe Hart with the sledging. He told Seydou Keita, I know exactly what you're going to do with this penalty kick. And he did. And he scored one of his own as well. So Manchester City come out on top in Melbourne. 2-2 after 90 minutes, but they've beaten Roma 5-4 on penalties.